I'm at Colders. You know exactly what store I'm at. No, it's not Grafton. Grafton was built in 2003. This is Delafield, built in 2001. I love this Colders. You gotta love a grand staircase, and you just gotta love Colders. We're talking with Marge and Jeff and Carolyn. I've known Colders my whole life. Here we are.
Yep.
2022. We're talking about you shopping in the late 50s with the same business.
Yep. My husband and I shopped at Colders in the late 50s, and starting in the 60s, we've been here a long time. My parents probably shopped here as well.
And Jeff, there's your son and his girlfriend.
Yeah.
It's what they know because of what you guys know.
Yeah, I've never known any different. I mean, it's just been when something breaks or you need something new, you just go to Colders. I've never known any different.
Right.
And I like the homegrown companies, and I still much prefer local businesses to the big box stores.
Yeah. There's a story that I heard about you. Tell that story.
I used to pedal pianos, and Colders was one of the first stores, well, the first store that I know of that had started to set up their showrooms as rooms.
Yeah.
You could actually see how this stuff was laid out in a room, and I really liked that.
Yeah.
So I called the owner and asked if I could put pianos in those room settings. And he liked that idea, and I liked that idea. I was meeting my customers here, and they could look at pianos in room settings rather than in a showroom with pianos lined up.
I know what you're thinking. Look, we're at John's house. This is not my house. We're at Colders. What a great idea, because it wasn't done before?
No, that was a new thing.
Yeah.
To do room arrangements. Now everybody does that, but
Right.
like this was the first place that I knew of that did that. It was very different. It was, back then it was quite something to walk in and have the walls up with crown molding all around and nice lighting looking down on the room settings, and you could actually see it in a room.
Did it help the actual act of selling
Oh my
piano?
gosh, yes.
Did it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. To be able to picture it in your home by looking at it in a room that looks like a home.
Yeah.
It was a much different sales experience. It really doesn't matter what decade you need something. The
Right.
same person that you had the last time is probably still here.
See, that's the value of a homegrown business.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
And a homegrown business that you've known since
Yep.
the 50s.
The late 50s.
The late 50s.
I don't want to be that old.
Marge just gave me a look. Marge has been shopping here since, I said the 50s, and she said the late 50s.
Oh, that sounds like Marge.
And she adores you, and you know we're home, don't you?
I do, yes.
Yeah.
I'm very passionate.
Yeah.
I really listen.
Yeah.
So a good listener is really important.
She learns your style, doesn't she? And
Yes.
doesn't she really get to know what would be good for you?
Absolutely. She takes us we're like, we want this with this color, and this is where we're putting it. She's like, oh, I have just the thing.
Really?
And there she goes.
How long has Judy been here? Do you know?
29 years. She's going on her 30th.
Because it's like forever. It's when we wherever she is, we call ahead. Where is she? She's at Delafield. Look,
Is
we're
she
right
here
at
today?
Delafield.
Do you see customers who have been with you for these
Oh,
30
for
years?
sure, yeah.
You
When
do?
they come in, they always say, hey, Judy. You know, they're always really happy to see me. So it's more like we're friends, and then
Yeah.
friends helping friends out, and it makes it so much easier. All the barriers have been taken down. I like to get to know the person a little bit. I ask lots of questions, and I have them describe the room, and sometimes I even have them draw the room.
You do?
So it's really helpful.
Yeah.
There was a room setting that we walked into, and we're just like, okay, all of that. we
This is
want
what we
all of
need.
that.
I like to interact with people. I like to meet their families. I like to help them.
Yeah.
I like the fact that when I do help them, the furniture I sell them is going to be in their house for a long time.
Right.
And every day they see it, they think of me, I hope, that
Yeah,
I helped them. But a lot of
Judy.
times, yeah, people send me pictures. So I like when the room's all done, they send me a picture of the room and say, this is what it turned out to be, which is really cool.
That is
yeah,
cool.
it's very, very neat.
I have to get something today too while
You
I'm
do.
here. I have to talk to Judy.
I just finished taking a walk through the first floor, and now I'm on my way to the second. And I often wonder, what is the average time somebody spends walking around Colders? I know I arrived yesterday, slept in the bedroom set area last night.